Hey everybody, Nate Paul from FerociousBeard.com. Thanks for joining us on our collaboration corner here Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Central Time here on our YouTube channel. And I was looking at a couple of people came in. I don't see a second, but Bearded Metal Chef, for some reason you show up as second. So, and then Bearded Down Low, Lance is number 3. Jason, how are you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in. We are going to be doing some reviews of last week's giveaway, or not giveaway, last week's scents that we created. And I've got some really good stuff to say about that. They both were really good, just a little sneak preview. But Charles McLaughlin, how are you? I'm glad you're in here. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to be doing some cool stuff tonight. Bearded Metal Chef is in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. Cindy, how are you? Thanks for coming over here. I even came up here and said, ready to create? I think we are. I think this is fun. In fact, if I had to choose between this show and the Friday night free-for-all, I kind of like this one better. I don't know if it's just because it's just more structured, a little bit, not super structured, but you know what I mean. It's not like, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? Things just work out really well here. I really like this show on Tuesday night. So thanks for everybody for coming by. Bearded Beta, what's up? Thanks for coming in here. George, how are you, sir? Thank you. Logan, what's up, man? You've got some pomade coming. And Redneck, oh, look at this. Redneck was the first to hit the thumbs up. So thanks for that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe if you like the content that we are producing over here. So thank you guys so much. It helps with stats and all that stuff. But yes, you sure did. I met Charles earlier on an Instagram while I was waiting for my pizza. I got some pizza for the family tonight, and I was like, well, I got about 15 minutes before the pizza's ready, so I just decided to go live, let people know that we'd be here. So yeah, here we are. Logan says he loves creating new scents with you guys. Me too. And the thing is, the thing that I really like about this is the fact that the scents we're creating are basically scents that you're telling me to make. So that's the best thing of all, because I'm able to listen to what you guys want and then create it for you guys. And that's what the collaboration is all about, is teamwork between you and me. And that's what makes us special. How was your pizza? It was good. I'm not going to lie. It was Marco's pizza, and it was really good. A little extra cheese. And they have this option where you can put cheddar cheese mixed with mozzarella and with some like garlic powder. It was really good. Definitely liked it. So yeah, it was good. I hope you guys had a great dinner. Although California, West Coast, they're just sitting down probably to eat. It's 6 o'clock out there. Let's see. I see you showed off the scents over on Instagram on Photoshops. Yeah, I some of the scents from previous to that, definitely. I wanted to kind of get them up there on the website, and so I wanted to make them look a little different too than our normal scents that we put on there. You know, that's the bottle of beard oil and maybe some pictures representing what's in it. But for those collaboration corner scents, I wanted to kind of go out like a little bit more kind of, I don't know what the word is, but I wanted to just kind of make it look more exciting than that, because these are things that we're all creating together. So definitely no pineapple on my pizza. I do like pineapple. I never used to like it. And then when my wife and we got married in Hawaii, and we went to the Dole pineapple plant, and we got some Dole Whip there. And it's basically like a pineapple whipped frozen ice cream sort of thing, gelato or something. And I was like, holy crap, this is pineapple? Wow, this is really good. They didn't add any sugar or anything to it. It was like really good. So in fact, it was so good we got a second one. We stood in line while we are finishing our first ones to buy a second one. So ever since then, I've kind of liked pineapple, but not on pizza though. Sonic, yes. Sonic is cool. That name, I definitely was sure to like make sure that we weren't really infringing. When I say make sure, I mean I'm like 95% sure we can call it Sonic. But we'll see if the lawyers start knocking on the doors. We can always change the name. But yeah, so Redneck says, I don't like Marco's Pizza. All the ink on the pizza box when it gets hot lets off a smell that gives you a migraine. Yeah, I that would definitely turn me off if that happened to me. But yeah, you want to try Sonic. It's a good scent. It's really good. Let me see. I don't think anyone's ordered Sonic yet, but we did have a couple of other orders come in for the other scent. So I would like to do something first. Disneyland serves Dole Whip. Oh yeah, they shared the recipe. Cool. I didn't know that. I've never been to. I've been to Disney World in Orlando before, and now that you mention it, I think you're right. They had Dole Whip there too. So they shared the recipe because that is the company. Dole is the company that I wonder if they bought it maybe from Dole or something. Jersey Mike's. Now that's a good place too. I really like Jersey Mike's. Get it Mike's Way. That's a good sandwich right there. And I like it because they've got meatball sandwiches. I really like meatball sandwiches. So, and they make a really good meatball sandwich. So for last week, we had that lottery system because we had 6 cents that people had selected as possible options. So what I did was we had a lottery, and Logan's concoction and Redneck Viking's concoction were the 2 cents that I made earlier this week. And so Logan's was pear, amber, tobacco, and clove. Yes, Billy did order a trio and 2 of his scents. And they both went out today, and they went out actually in separate envelopes. So you're going to get 2 packages right around the same time, one with one and one with the other. So thank you, Billy, for your order, man. I really appreciate you for that. Thank you. And welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you here. Yes, steak and cheese is good too. See, when I lived up in New England, I lived in Rhode Island, you could get a really good steak and cheese at a lot of the pizza places because a lot of those smaller chain pizzas, they were like Greek owned, and they had some really good pizza, and they had some really good steak and cheese sandwiches too. I found like if you do want to get a good steak and cheese sandwich around here, you got to go somewhere like Jersey Mike's because you can't really find these small mom and pop pizza places that do it the way that they used to do it up in the Northeast. So, yep. Definitely steak and cheese is on my list of favorite sandwiches. Hey, Kim O'Cam, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. And we're getting ready to talk about the 2 cents that I made last week based on your throwing that out there. Let's see. Sorry if you keep hearing those noises. I can't turn down my volume on my computer. It brings up all my Instagram pop-ups. So this one I want to talk about is the one that Logan came up with, and it is pear, amber, tobacco, and clove. Now this one is, and here's the thing too, I didn't quite tighten it in case anybody wants to buy this bottle. Once I'm done talking about this, I'm going to seal it, and then it will be closed for well, until either someone buys it or until I decide I'm going to take this and use it. So I will lock it up in a bit. So this one here are my notes. You first smell the scent of pear immediately, but that pear fades into the background, and remaining is sweet amber and clove throughout the blend. It's a very different scent than other scents you might have tried before. The pear makes this a really great summer scent. Now, I gave this one an A. This one is really, really great. I love the scent of it. And let me just, to refresh my memory from the last time I dropped this, which was 2 days ago. Yeah, that clove and the pear blend. Oh, and you know what? This even smells a little bit more blended than it was when I first made it because it's had time to sit in the bottle. So you definitely notice clove, but the clove is softened by the pear. So you know how like when you just smell clove on its own, it's very pungent. It definitely hits your nose. Well, this, because it's blended so well, you do get a sense of clove, but you also get the sense of the pear, and then the Cuban tobacco gives it a nice mild kind of like not flattens it, but it just sits along the bottom there and just makes it really smooth. So definitely think this is a good one. I'm going to add this to the site. Yes, Logan, I will add this to the site either tonight or tomorrow. This is going up on the site. A on this one. Very, very good. Great job. Great job. Oh, but I need a name. I was thinking, like, I came up with some other names for some other things we put on the site, but if you guys have any great names you want us to call it, let me know, because I definitely want to kind of, since it's collaboration, we don't have to just collaborate on the scent itself, but if we want to come up with a name for that, again, that's pear, amber, Cuban tobacco, and clove. So A for that one. And what did I do with the other one? Here it is. This is Redneck Viking's suggestion. Now, this is Cuban tobacco, cedar leather, and fireplace embers. So this one here, the what I wrote down in my notes, and again, this is going to smell a little different now that it's been sitting here for a little bit longer, is, let me just get this out real quick, just 1 or 2 drops. I wrote that this had a rich leather scent with the warmth of fireplace embers, a cologne style. Oh, that just smells so rich. I wish you could smell this right now. It's like a, like it just embraces you. It's really, really warm smell. A warm, not super sweet, but like more just like a rich, that's all I can describe it, rich. It smells like I described it, but it just smells like it's even more the word I want to try to describe is like when they're all, the scents you put in, they're all just blend together so well that they feel like they're part of each other. And it just smells really good. Redneck, I gave you an A, man. This was also a great scent, and I was concerned initially before I made it that it might smell a little bit too close to maybe some of the other scents that we have because of the fact that, cedar leather and fireplace embers. I was thinking, well, it might smell like fetish, which also has cedar leather and fireplace embers, and except that has clove in it too, and Texas cedarwood. This doesn't smell anything like fetish. It smells just every bit as good as fetish, but a totally different scent. And I really, really like it a lot. So both of these scents get an A. And the Gentleman's Library, there you go. That could work. Yeah, this really smells good. This reminds me of like taking a Cadillac to Vegas or something with the windows up right now because it just smells so warm. I really like it. Yeah, Tiki, I was thinking the same thing. It was definitely like, I was thinking of, well, what kind of images can we put in here? Oh, we could call it the library, but the Gentleman's Library. Yeah, a stack of Hugh Hefner. Yes, I know, right, Charles? We need smell-o-vision. I had been thinking if it were possible, it would be cool if I could come up with some, like, have some company, if I could send them the different scents we make and then have them make scratch and sniffs that we could include on a piece of paper or something, so that whenever you order stuff, you could like pull that out and, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this next, instead of just trying to like figure it out based on words and stuff like that. Logan says you can name mine Summer Slam. I like that. Summer Slam sounds good too, because we can definitely make a good image for that too. That again, that's pear, amber, Cuban tobacco, and clove. Summer Slam sounds really nice. And I think of the old school libraries men had with a whole bunch of books with a fireplace. Yeah, well, I definitely wrote the name down too, just and we will decide about that name because I just need to make sure we come up and it all is in the imagery, right? Actually, so you're right. Even if we name it, gentleman's library, and we decide to have an image of a bunch of books on a stack of, on a shelf and a fireplace, and get everybody's mind out of what everybody else is thinking, then I think we could pull it off. So, yes, like what is in a magazine pull out? The scent page, that is. Yes, that is like kind of like what I was thinking, but I guess I was thinking more of like, how like when you buy a air freshener for your car, and some of them have those things on the back of the package. You could smell it before you open it, and then you can decide whether you want to buy it or not. That's the kind of little circle thing that I was talking about. But yeah, scratch and sniff, something like that would be cool. Brothers. Oh, Brothers for the name? Brothers. A scratch and sniff pickle scented sticker takes me way back. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what they came in, but I remember that exact scent too. And we were like, oh, it really does kind of smell like pickles. I think this is Beardius' favorite live. Hey, what's up, Beardius? Yeah, it's my favorite. The old scratch and sniff stickers. Yes, those are exactly what we're thinking. Something like that. I think the only time I really started looking into it, I figured out it was going to cost like thousands of dollars, and I was like, well, I guess we're not going to do this because it was just too much at the time, and still too much at the moment. But we'll see. Maybe in the future, or maybe I'll have like 4 or 5. But I think what it is when I was researching it, they said they would kind of like, you'd send them a profile of different scents, and then they would recreate it using whatever systems they have, and then supposedly they could make it smell, exactly like your scents. But I don't know. I mean, did that pickle really smell like a pickle? You're at HEB. Well, cool. We are live broadcasting to HEB in Texas, so San Antonio. No, San Antonio. Sorry about that. You're further than that. Not San Antonio. What was I talking about? So there we go. They're both A's, and great job for both of those scents, and they will both be posted to the site as soon as we come up with an image for them and just put them on the website. So I'll also put the sample bottles up there too. If anyone's interested in the actual sample bottles that we used, they'll be up there, and they'll be available. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so cologne's pullout would have to be spot on. Yeah, because if not, it would be like, it wouldn't be, people would be like, oh, I want to get this, and they get it, and it doesn't quite smell like that. They're going to be like, that doesn't smell like anything. So, Billy, my wife made the scents today. The Georgia on my mind. She loves it. She made it for the first time today, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." She hadn't actually made it before, since it's new, and so I put the amount of drops that we use, and then she went ahead and made it, and she was really, really impressed with that scent. So we have got 12 people in here. That is really cool, guys. Thank you for coming out here. And I think we should start to think about what we want to do this week for a scent. A couple other things I did buy last week. I mentioned I was going to, I took some notes because I want to get some, let's see. Oh, Michael said he just pulled into his hotel in Mobile, Alabama. I'm on my way back to San Antonio. I'm here, but I'll get checked in my room. Sounds good, Michael. We will see you soon. Great to have you here, man. So I made a note to buy driftwood, teakwood, and cotton oil. So those are still on my list of things to buy. But I did purchase honeysuckle. And that's going to be something that I'm going to be working on with a couple of other scents for the next... This one's probably going to take a little longer, but we got something that we're going to be working on that I think we might have talked about last week. Do you guys recall that? Happened to do with roads. Oh, you have friends and family asking you about it. Oh, cool. I need to make sure that I give y'all credit too on the website for the. I mean, I put that it's a collaboration corner scent, but I'm happy to actually put your names on the site for the creators of that if you wanted to too. So that's definitely something I'm happy to do if you want to do that. Logan says we need a pure leather. Logan, I purchased a beard balm from another company, and it smells exactly like pure, like just leather. Um, I'm not 100% a fan of that smell. I mean, it's almost like it's too clean with no sweetness to it, if that makes sense. It's just that leather, like well, pure leather smell. And according to them, the company I bought it from, they add additional things other than leather. But to me, I just get pure leather out of it. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely a pure leather scent is something that we should have in our arsenal because for these types of things, it always makes sense to be able to, use things that we need. And we can definitely, if you mix it with something else, or even if you do want a pure leather for something, it definitely makes sense. So I'm going to add that to my list of things to potentially purchase is a pure leather scent. Because what if you wanted to make a scent that was stronger leather than cedar leather can produce? Yep, I'd get it. So, yes, yeah, dirt road therapy, and that is something that we're working on. And I've got the other ingredients too. And let me tell you something, guys. The fragrance oil dirt, which there is such a thing, it smells like dirt. I mean, it's literally you open the bottle up and you're like, wow, that smells like you just dug a hole out in your backyard and you're smelling the soil. That's exactly what it smells like. So, all right, so Charles is not too far from Michael at the moment, so that's cool. You have an idea? Well, we are all ears. We want to hear that. And you get some good ideas with leather. All right, I'm gonna make sure that we find a leather scent that smells like pure leather. I'll make sure and expedite that one because leather is something we can definitely utilize for lots of different things too. So that will move to the top of the list. So I'll order some this week. And while I'm at it, it always makes sense if you guys ever order fragrance oils, shipping, whether you buy one bottle or three bottles or 8 or 9, you're always stuck paying for shipping. So it's a good idea if you can afford it to grab as many things in that order as possible to maximize your shipping, because otherwise you're going to be spending a lot of money on shipping. Kind of like when you order things, even at Ferocious, we try to bundle things together. That way you will refund one of your shippings if you pay. But if I already packed it up and it's so like ready to go, I sure do hate to open it up and then cancel the original order, then pack both of them together, and it just causes confusion, and it also causes the end user, like the customer, to be like, how come I got a shipping notification in my email, but then it said it was canceled? So same thing with shipping, like when you're buying these things, make sure that you just put it all in one thing if you can. Okay, so we got some ideas coming out, so let me jot some of these down here. And just like last week, I'm also putting the names of the people throwing these ideas out in case we pick them. We'll know who to give credit to. So, Mudrucker says oud, amber, pineapple, and vanilla. Okay, yeah, I'm picturing that in my head. Okay, I've got the oud in my head, and then I'm going to mix a little amber for the sweetness, pineapple, and vanilla. Yeah, I can see that would work out really well. All right, and you want Maximus to be a tester for Dirt Road Therapy. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to have anyone who wants to test get with me, and then Billy, sure, happy to do that. I'm going to just make a note of that here because, 3 weeks from now, I'd be like, wait a minute, who did he want? So yeah, for sure. All right. And then, yeah, he said he was checking to Mobile, Alabama. That's 40 minutes. Man, you guys ought to go grab a drink or something, or something. 40 minutes, that's worth it. Yeah, that's, you bet. Yeah, the strawberry pineapple oud is coming out too. That is something that's on the list of things to come out. That'll be short. So oud, amber, pineapple, and vanilla. That I'm gonna put this again just so they're both on the same page here, because I want to make sure I get. I might as well, since I'm working on these. And it's so close to the other one. I'll have the ingredients out. We could just have like an oud fest. Like it'll be a collection of various oud scents. I think that would be pretty cool. Oud, here's the thing I think about oud. I think oud on its own smells decent. It smells good, but I think it's a great scent to add things to because they balance off each other. And I think it then, like for example, my scent Power is pure oud, but someone made a comment that Oud to Joy, which is a raspberry and oud that we also has, you can actually smell the oud more than in the pure oud, which sounds weird, but I think it's because the raspberry balances the oud in such a way that reflecting off the raspberry, the oud becomes more prominent, if that makes any sense. Mudrucker, that would be really good. I've never used beard oil before. Beard oil is good for conditioning your beard and making it feel really soft. And what happens is once you put it in your beard, the oil will absorb into the skin under your beard, and it will really help condition the skin under that beard, and will lead to, over time, when you keep using beard oil, throughout days, weeks, and so forth, it will lead to a better environment for you to continue growing your beard, because your beard's going to be conditioned and your skin's going to be conditioned. So Beardy says, with this idea, orange, cedar, and vanilla. That sounds like a nice scent right there. You cannot go wrong with anything like that. Citrus and vanilla, for one. Those always seem to mix well. But now when you introduce cedar, so we've got Atlas cedarwood and we've got Texas cedarwood. And the difference between both of those is the Texas cedarwood kind of gives off like a little bit of a smoky scent, like we have in Fetish Smoke and Leather, where Atlas cedarwood smells more like you take a fresh branch, and you break it, and then you smell the inside of that branch. That's what Atlas cedarwood smells like that fresh cut wood. So we have some options there for either Texas cedarwood or Atlas cedarwood. Yeah, definitely. For a while, I remember one time, so like people will ask like, hey, how come you guys are never on like different shows where they're endorsers, basically they are influencers. And the reason for it is because rather than spend money on those influencer fees, we like to kind of keep that money available for shipping in case we do want to invite people to be testers, and we can use that money instead for shipping. And I found that like when we came out with our butter, I sent out samples to like just over 50 people, and it was light enough that I was able to cover shipping for like $1.05 or $1.10 per person. So for like $110, I was able to, plus the cost of my raw materials and stuff, I was able to ship out actual product to over 50 people. And some of those people came back and purchased later on from Ferocious. So it was really a win-win. I got the word out to 50 people, not just the word, but I got actual product out to people. And I spent less than it would be to pay an influencer to hopefully convince some people, hey, check out Ferocious. So that's one of the things that I think about when people ask, hey, how come you're not on any particular influencer show? I'd rather do free reviews if I can help it, and I'd also rather use that money to get product into the hands of reviewers such as you guys. So I might just do this. I might just say, hey, you guys, if you want to be testers for Dirt Road Therapy, let me know. Send me an email. In fact, here's what we can do, since there's 12 of us on the show, and we'll put a limit on, not people, but we'll put a limit on time. That way, like 2 months later, if someone watches this show, they're like, hey, can I be a tester too? So let's say it's June 9th today. So if you send me an email to ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com and say you want to be a tester for Dirt Road Therapy, you're in the club. So you'll go ahead and you'll be a tester, and we will have that invitation open through June 15th, which is, no, that's too far, through Friday, June 12th. So send us an email, ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com, anytime between now and Friday, June 12th, which is 3 days from now. Just let me know your name, your email address, and your address. And when we make Dirt Road Therapy, you'll be one of the testers. You'll get a free bottle of Dirt Road Therapy, and you can help be a tester. How's that? But we got to cut it off after Friday, or else what will happen is next week and 2 years from now and 6 years from now, however long this video is out there on YouTube, people will be sending me an email saying, hey, I'd like to be a tester for Dirt Road Therapy. So that's why we got to have the cutoff. So cool. Definitely do that, guys. Yeah, I love oud too. Oud is good. Oud is a good booster. Yes, it is. Your oud raspberry is so good. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I do like that oud raspberry. I like it better than the regular oud myself, just because I think that raspberry, just the hint of raspberry helps. I love oud to joy. Can't express that enough. Thank you. Yeah, it came out so good. Strawberry, tobacco, sandalwood. All right, I'm writing that one down. Tobacco, sandalwood. All right. Oh, Redneck says rustic woods and bourbon. That would be an interesting smell. Rustic woods. Let's see here. The description of rustic woods. Oh. Warm rustic woods. Masculine scent of rustic woods blended with floral aroma, warm amber, and vanilla. So that, with a bourbon, that would smell really nice. Texas cedarwood maximus. Okay, so we're thinking for the orange cedar and vanilla, a little Texas cedarwood, which will give it a little bit of a smoky, woodsy scent rather than the fresh cut wood. All right, just added the notes to that. Oh, Atlas cedarwood. Okay. Either one. But since it's his, let's do Atlas. Atlas, orange, Atlas cedarwood, and vanilla. That's gonna make it a nice clean smell without the smokiness. All right. I'll pay your shipping and test for you tonight. Oh, cool. Thank you. You have certainly influenced me. So maybe I should charge influencer fees. Oh, no, I'm only teasing. I would never do that. So, George, sounds awesome to me. Cool. Yes. Yeah, definitely. But please send me that email, only so that way I can get you in the books. You know what I mean? I can make sure that it's like I don't forget, or you remember back when you said back on June 9th at 8:29. Just send me the email, because that way I'll definitely document it, and it'll be like, okay, here's the official group of, we got like 12 people in here now, so all of you are eligible. Bluegrass says he's interested in buying. He would be a free influencer. Oh yeah, see, these are the types of folks that I really like. I think that, like, and I definitely for people that are buying products for the purpose of reviews, and they have to show me that they are reviewers, you know, they've got to show me their YouTube channel or their Instagram or something that shows me that they're actually actively doing reviews. But I typically give like a 40% discount for reviewers because I know that reviewers are going out and buying all sorts of products from all sorts of companies, and they're probably not going to be using 100 bottles of beard oil, but they want to test it or they want to see what it's like for their review purposes. So we do give a discount for that. And, you know, agree or disagree, but that's a decision I decided we're going to do for reviewers. But they do have to kind of show that they are reviewers. So happy to do that. Awesome. Yeah, Charles, for sure. Just please send me that email only so I can make sure I document that. And again, it's ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com. Or you can go to our website and hit contact us, and that goes there too. So it's just some way to get that in email, so I'll have a list of everybody who's going to be a tester. So yeah, dirt road therapy, that's what it's going to be called. Or maybe DRT, I think we were talking about. So yeah, tester here for sure, absolutely. The more testers, the better, because then we get a chance to kind of refine it if we need to. Mudrucker says another scent I was thinking of was oud, strawberry, warm vanilla sugar, and cedar leather. Also thinking possibly lemon verbena instead of oud. All right, let me write this down or type it. One thing about the lemon verbena is it doesn't smell the way it doesn't smell the way I was thinking it was going to smell. So you know how like if you guys have tried Sublime, so that's a lime verbena, coconut lime verbena fragrances. And I thought that lemon verbena was going to smell more like that kind of a sweetness to it, but it does not. It definitely smells a little bit more raw than you would think. So just to throw that idea out there, since you mentioned it for this blend, possibly lemon verbena instead of oud. Now, oud, strawberry, warm vanilla sugar, and cedar leather. What about possibly adding maybe a drop or two of lemon into that also to kind of give it, you'll have your strawberry, which is going to be kind of like, all right, if these are your notes here, top and bottom, the strawberry will be about here on the top, like just lower top, but the lemon's going to be even a little higher. Maybe just might be worthwhile just to add a little lemon just to kind of top it off, so to speak. I'm still typing here. So oud, strawberry, warm vanilla sugar, that's a sweet one. Cedar leather. I'll put in parentheses lemon or lemon. Well, I'll put parentheses. I'll just put lemon in parentheses, and then I'll put another parentheses that say lemon verbena instead of oud. What I'll do is before I add either the oud or the lemon verbena, I'll put all these scents together close up, and I'll just kind of like see what how it's gonna be before I decide to drop them in the bottle. Great idea though. Okay, so dirt road therapy is going to smell like dirt road after a summer storm in Georgia. Yeah, it's going to smell amazing. Oh. Yeah, let's see. I got to catch up. I've been too slow to type. Did I get this one down yet? Oh yeah, I already get this down right. That's the one I just did. Yup. I just sent the email. Thank you, Redneck. Thank you. You're in the club. Oh, Maximus wanted Atlas. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I found that, so I added I made it to Atlas instead of Texas cedarwood. So orange, Atlas cedarwood, and vanilla. All right. $100 a viewer. Right? Yeah. You're in the club. $100 later, you're in the club. So let's see. Looking for more possible scents. Viking, my brother, how's the job search going? Yeah, I hope it's doing well. How is the job search going, Viking? Nate, should I drop the send profile? I thought you already... Yeah, the send profile. Just the description, I think, is good. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. You want to do that? Oh, you were going to fill out a job app, then Nate went live. So, well, I hope that because you went live and watched this show, that you get another opportunity that you wouldn't have gotten had you been filling out that application, because it would have totally escaped you. And now you're going to get an even more enriching job that's going to pay like 3 times the amount of the other job you applied for. So I hope. So, Tiki, because we're professionals. Yes. All right. Cool. Everybody's happy with that. Yep. Send in watermelon. Oh, but I don't have these. I don't have watermelon honey and smoke. So, I'm going to write it down anyway, just because it's in the future we could. I'm going to say, think about ordering these. Do I have to email you, Nate? It's not that. The thing is, like, if you can, it's better, because that way, when I go to my email after, I'm going to grab all those names and I'm going to put them on a list on the computer, and it's a different computer than this one. So that's why, if you don't mind. But you have to Friday to do it. So warm ginger, coconut, and lime or lemon. Oh, I do have each of those. So that is definitely a possibility. So Bud Goggans says warm ginger, coconut, and lemon. Or lime. Okay. I wonder what would smell better. Let me think about this for a second. Coconut and ginger. My gut tells me lime, but lemon might be good too. I'll do the same thing. I'll smell them together, and before we start actually making it, and we'll see what works out best, Bud. All right. So ever used musk as a base? I have not, because I don't have musk. Although I say this, Barb's actually bought some musk scents for her soap making, which she actually never used the musk. So I do have access to those musks. So I guess that you could say I do have it, but I just have not used musk yet in any sense. But I'd be interested in seeing your video on it. I think, you put a lot of thought and quality into your videos, and I really would think that you're going to do the same with the musk video, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. How would I describe the cherry almond scent? That's a good question, and here it is. It depends on how many drops you use. If you were just to open that bottle of the cherry almond and just take a big whiff of it, it smells, honestly, like NyQuil. But if you instead maybe take 3 or 4 drops and put it into a bottle of beard oil, it'll add just the hint of cherry almond, and that's exactly what you need. That bottle is going to last a long time, put it that way, because it is very strong, and it blends well though. So as long as you don't use too much, then it's going to be just the right amount of cherry with a slight hint of almond too. But again, if you use too much, then it's going to smell like NyQuil. You'll need to get some Chef Reserves. It's in the collab sample section. Yeah, I ought to go in and then maybe some, like, I'm tempted. I know we do the lottery system, guys, right? And I know, like, we're going to have like 10 or 12 different scents. We're going to do the lottery system, and then we'll have 2 remaining. But some of them smell or sound so good that I may even be tempted to do them anyway, because I still document them. And then like, for example, on last week's, there was Beardius had that orange, bergamot, black pepper, and lavender, which we haven't made. Big Al, he mentioned tobacco, bay rum, Captain Crunchberry. And then we talked about Michael Zarati's sandalwood, coconut, we're going to call it Destined Wind or Destined Breeze. So, and then Bud, you had that coconut, banana, and warm ginger. So if you don't mind me taking a little liberty, and if I have time, I may do these extra ones just to see what they smell like. Because I think there's some great potential for a lot of those scents. Because I think they sound wonderful. And sometimes it's like you have this lottery system and you got so many people with great ideas, but at the same time, the only reason we have that is because I just don't have the time to make them all in a week. So that's why we do it that way. So it's going to be pine, oak moss, dirt, mountain rain, and honeysuckle. Yes, and definitely am still waiting on a few of those scents, but to arrive. But I have received dirt, mountain rain, and honeysuckle. So I'm still waiting for the others to come in. Let me see. I gotta check on. I got those. I ordered them all the same day, but some of them have come, like they all, but not from the same company. So they're kind of all coming in from different places. But that dirt smells exactly like dirt. It's not named yet. Yeah. Chef's Reserve. We could call it Chef's Reserve. That sounds like a good name. Pineapple, honey, and smoke. Yeah, but again, I don't have honey and smoke. Well, I don't have honey. I do have pineapple, though. I'll just write it down, and then it won't be in the running, though, for tonight, just because I don't have those ingredients. Did I get the teakwood yet? No, not yet. I have on my list of things to still get: driftwood, teakwood, and cotton oil. I do have honeysuckle. That came in. I do have dirt, and what was the other thing? Hold on. Losing my notes here. I got one more that came in earlier. So, mountain rain. Mountain rain came in too. So I've got dirt, mountain rain, and honeysuckle. So I will add. I'm just waiting to actually order them. So, let's see. We just grilled pineapple and it was good. In Hawaii, they serve pineapple at McDonald's. Yes, they do. Pineapple is like a staple over there. All right, cherry almond, tobacco rum, amber ginger. Let me write that down on this sheet here. So, and then I'll go down and take a look too, because I put them on a spreadsheet down there too, where I actually make them, and the number of drops. Amber ginger. All right, thank you very much, Chef. You'd go with lime for the for Bud's warm ginger, coconut, and lemon. Yeah, I mean lime for sure goes well with coconut. Ginger, I gotta see how that will smell with that lime and with the coconut. I'm not sure. I think it'll be good. So musk atto. All right, let's see. Will Ferocious Funds cover the cost of shipping? They will if. So here's how I was able to resolve. A lot of times, codes don't work for shipping. They only work for product deduction, and so I had to kind of trick the system to make it work. So here's the deal. If your order ends up being anywhere between $0 and I think it's $5.99 or something like that, then I've applied it. I've made it so free shipping becomes the option to select. So, in other words, and how you can use this knowledge is if you have a code for $25, then the closer you can get to making it 25 to 29, then it's within that $0 to $5 range, or really 30, I guess. Then the shipping should be free. If you're, because it's going to see that the it's between $0 and $5, it's going to apply free shipping. So technically, no. Ferocious funds don't cover the cost of shipping, but to resolve that issue, I created that rule, that shipping rule that Shopify uses on my website. So this way, if it falls between this amount, which is 0, and I think $5, I've got it somewhere around there, then it's going to say, oh, free shipping. So that's how that works. Otherwise, shipping is $4.99 in the U.S. Unless you spend over $50, and then it's free again. So it looks weird on paper, but that's $0 to $5 is free. Then from $5.01 to $49.99 is $4.99. But that's the reason why, though. You like musk and oils. Yeah, I've got the musk that my wife has. I need to do some testing with it because I've never used it before. So I will definitely do some testing with that. How about a banana split scent? Ooh, that sounds interesting. So we have monkey business, which is banana, vanilla, and amber. So give me some ideas for a banana split. What would you want to see in a banana split? Other than maybe I'm thinking cherries, cherries on top. I'm just gonna write the concept down, banana split, and then I'll save this for when you start throwing out some ideas, and then I'll put them down and see what we want to do. I really like the tobacco, vanilla, amber sample I got. Cool. That's good. That was that tobacco, vanilla, and amber. I've got to go back a few weeks to look at that one, but yeah, let's see. Oh, you just finished a bowl of Captain Crunch berries. Well, we've got that crunch, and that smells pretty much exactly like that. You're not a fan of pine, but that's just your preference. Fair enough. Fair enough. So don't get the pine and peppermint, which is one we have called North Pole, because that's all Christmas right there, all pine and peppermint. Yeah, Billy sounds cool. It sounds like the entire woods there. Right. What does the honeysuckle smell like? It's very flowery, very, very floral. It's a really pretty smell, actually. My first impression was like, whoa, this smells like fresh flowers. And then mixed with the rain, mountain rain, and then that dirt, and then a couple of other things to really give you that perspective of maybe parking on the side of the road under some trees after a nice rainstorm, and you got either the top down or the windows open. Drink. This is actually water, but look at this. We've got 500 of these came in, so anything over $20, I'm sending these out. These the koozies. So, and I think I've already started sending them out. And even though I say it's over 20, but I usually generally will send them out anyway, just because I like them so much. And they help pad the bottles. I'll put maybe some bottles in there too, so they help pad during the shipping of the products too. So they kind of serve another purpose while they're being shipped. Yeah. What does honeysuckle smell like? Honeysuckle. It's complex. I took several months thinking of the scents. I also hit the dirt roads when I need to reflect on friends passed on. Yeah, amen, Billy. I can totally picture that scent, like in the wild, and I think we're hopeful we'll be able to recreate it. Hey, Drew's Nitro Shop just jumped in. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. We are deep in thought. We're coming up with all sorts of. We got a whole bunch of different scent ideas so far. So if you've got any scents that you are interested in us maybe developing for the collaboration corner, lay them out, because what we do is at the end of this broadcast, we'll go ahead and kind of do like a lottery system and assign a number to each one, and we're going to pick 2 scents, and then we're going to go ahead and make those in the next week, and then review them next Tuesday, like at the beginning of the show, and we'll put them on the website. So let's see, vanilla, strawberry, pineapple. Oh, there we go. We're talking about that banana split, I think, aren't we? Or, yeah, vanilla, strawberry, pineapple. Except there's no banana. So maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe we're not. I'm going to just write this down as something separately until it's confirmed, because I think it's a separate scent now that I don't see the word banana. Walnuts are on top of them, yes. The sugar scent would be good in the banana split. Oh, that warm vanilla sugar. Yep. Yes, it would. So I will just add warm vanilla sugar. We'll kind of piecemeal this together throughout the night. By the time that show's over, we'll have the entire ingredients for banana split. So far we have warm vanilla for banana split, and then I'm gonna put down banana too, just since I'm sure that'll be part of it. Cherry, almond, strawberry, banana, vanilla. All right, there's some ideas here. Yes, cherry, almond. That would go well. A little bit, right? Because too much, and all of a sudden it smells like a sick ward. So cherry, almond, strawberry, and then awesome. And then we get the vanilla, warm vanilla, banana. All right. Let's see. Who got the peach tobacco bourbon sample? Yeah, I don't have that information in front of me, but if you ordered the peach tobacco bourbon sample, fess up. We can make some more though. Let's see. I'll have a case of koozie soon. You're right. You're gonna pass those on to generations. But I tell you what, man, these are some really good quality koozies, though. I think they're on both sides. They have the label, or the logo, I should say, and they're just good. They're just nice, and they work. That's the important thing: is do they work? At the end of the day, do they work? They do. They keep it cold. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. Drew, for sure. If you want to be a tester for Dirt Road Therapy, this is a scent that Billy came up with, and we're producing it as we get the ingredients in. And if you want to be a tester to test this scent and how it feels and all that stuff, send me an email. Either send it to Ferocious Beard Company at gmail.com, or go to the website and just hit the contact me and just let me know your name, your address, and that you want to be a tester for Dirt Road Therapy. That way, I'm going to stop that. And do it by Friday, okay? By the end of Friday, because after Friday, this is a YouTube channel. It's going to go on forever. It'll be on the channel. So this way, someone 6 months, 2 years isn't emailing me about a scent that we're no longer doing testing on, because it's been so successful that it's just, you know what I mean? So that's why we put a time limit on that. Drew the new bottle displays. So, okay, it was for banana split. Oh, okay, all right. Let me just copy and paste, or cut and paste. All right, great. Vanilla, pineapple, strawberry, banana. Oh, and butterscotch. That's right, we have butterscotch too. I'm thinking that this might smell like, how like if you get a banana split and then you let it sit in a bowl and it just melts into one big pile of goo. That's what it might smell like. So, all these things smell awesome, but I'm curious how they'll all smell together. It may just smell like a big sweet bunch of something, but that's not necessarily bad. We're gonna see what it's like if this works out. Yeah, with cherry on top, exactly. Yeah, I made dozens of them. Hey, Bluegrass is in the house. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. We are making all sorts of awesome scent combinations here. So far, just to kind of just let you know what I've got so far. Orange, Atlas cedarwood, and vanilla is one of them. That was from Beardius. And Logan said strawberry, tobacco, and sandalwood. Redneck came up with rustic woods and bourbon. Mudrucker said oud, strawberry, warm vanilla, cedar leather, and then either lemon or lemon verbena instead of oud. Someone threw out watermelon and honey and smoke, but I don't have watermelon and honey, so that's kind of like shelved for now. Bud mentioned warm ginger, coconut, and lemon or lime. And then Mudrucker mentioned a banana split. And so far for the ingredients, we got warm vanilla, banana, cherry, almond, strawberry, vanilla, strawberry, pineapple, and butterscotch. Butterscotch. Why did I write buttershop? Butterscotch. And then we have, somebody said tobacco, vanilla, and amber, but I think that was for something else. Yeah, I got to check what that was for after. So, oh, cool. Logan, you still got yours from last year? It hasn't faded, has it? Hopefully not. Sherbet, yeah. So vanilla, we could do like a sherbet, like a maybe. Well, sherbet's really not vanilla, right? Though that's the thing; it's more just the fruits. So have to figure out what we want to use for the actual scent of that. And now that you mention that, George, I didn't think anyone would ever convince me that the lime number 2 would be better than the lime number 1, because we have 2 different kind of limes on our. If you go to ferociousbeard.com, you can click on create your own, and then there's a whole list of things you can choose from. And my suggestion has always been lime instead of lime number 2, because lime, the first lime on the list, in other words, smells like a fresh squeezed lime, and I usually like that one a lot. But in this particular instance, I think you might be onto something, George, because lime number 2 to me smells like a raw lime. It's like, you ever go get a lime lollipop? That's the lime that lime number 2 smells like. And generally I'm not a fan, but if you mentioned sherbet, I can see how we could use that lime and make it fit based on that. So you've done something that I never thought anyone would ever do, and that has convinced me that lime number 2 is good for something. Because I have it available, but that doesn't mean I like every single scent we have. But I think that would work. I'm gonna write that down just because that's like earth shattering. Because I never thought I'd like lime number 2 for anything. So, George lime number 2. And I'll say why. Sherbet. Yeah. Yes. So just let me make a general announcement, guys. If you do want to be on the list of testers for Dirt Road Therapy, which is going to be a new scent that I'm developing now with Billy Rogers as the person who came up with the idea, hit me up on email. It's ferociousbeardcompany@gmail.com, and just let me know your name, your address, and that you want to be a tester for Dirt Road Therapy. And then once we finally make this, we will send you out a bottle of it, and then you can give us your opinion on what you think of it. So definitely make sure you send an email, so that way it all goes to one spot in my email, and then I'll be able to for sure know who requested to be a tester and who didn't. So it'll make it a lot easier at the back end if you do email me. So thank you, guys, and good reminder. Goop. Yeah, ice cream. Goop. Mrs. Bluegrass wants a mulberry something or other. Ooh. I don't have mulberry, but I have lots of other things. You probably can't see my screen if you're on a small device, but I think we run into this pretty much every week. But I'm going to just, if I take, whoops, not that. I think, I know what I can do. This. So let me just hide this for a second. This is the list of all the different ingredients that we have. And it goes like, I mean, there's literally dozens, like 30 or 40, all the way from apple, banana, bay rum, blackberry, butterscotch, Captain Crunchberry, Caribbean Escape, cedar leather, cherry almond, goes on, chocolate mint's a new one, coconut shavings, I'm just kind of skimming through some of them, Dr. Pepper, cherry vanilla, dragon's blood, Fruit Loops, lime margarita, mango, oud, pear fragrance, pineapple, raspberry, porter, sandalwood, South Seas, tequila lime, tobacco flower, warm vanilla sugar, white citrus, pineapple. You get the idea. There's a lot of different scents you can choose from, and each of these are available for you to select from on the website when you create your own. And then those are just the essential oils. We also have, I'm sorry, those are the fragrance oils. We have essential oils too, like amber, anise, which smells like licorice, bergamot, black pepper, cedarwood, Atlas cedarwood, Texas cedarwood, cinnamon leaf, clove, coffee, eucalyptus, geranium, ginger, pink grapefruit, juniper berry, lavender, lemon, lemongrass, lime number 2, orange, patchouli, pine, peppermint, rose, rosemary, sage, spearmint, sweet orange, tangerine, tea tree, and vanilla. All right, so that's what we have available to choose from. So, so now I took your comment off because so I could show that mulberry. So unfortunately, yeah, we have everything but mulberry. It seems like, but we could do something else though. Yeah, you could separate those and have a sundae line for sure. Neapolitan, strawberry, vanilla, cocoa, or chocolate. You know, that might smell nice actually. Mixing all those together, just kind of have a nice aroma. Let me go back up to my notes here. Let's see. Maybe add oud to mellow out the sweetness in the banana split. Right? You know, if you did that, I would probably make the oud stand out more. Like you might notice it more. Strawberry lime for sherbet. Oh, now there you go. Strawberry and that lime number 2. So that was, I'll add that to George's lime number 2 and strawberry. Okay. Have you done a candy apple yet? No, not a candy apple. We've done apple cinnamon. That smelled really nice. Where you literally just take it's like a nice apple scent and then the cinnamon, you blend it together. But the candy apple, throw out some ideas if you don't mind for the candy portion of a candy apple. But I do like that idea. I'm going to write that down. Candy apple. So I'll put apple and then I'll leave a comma, and then if you throw some ideas out for the candy portion of that. All right, Bluegrass said, what is in dirt road therapy? Oh, there you go. Yeah, Billy mentioned it. He said it too. Oh, you can see it. You cast it into your big screen. Oh, cool. Well, in that case, I should have broadcast in 1080p, but I think StreamYard only lets you do it in 720. So I think both the ice cream ones would be really good. Oh, you and Mrs. Bluegrass are going to dig up through your site there? Definitely. Have fun and give me your opinion about it after I try to make it as easy as possible to navigate. And I did a kind of a little minor spruce up of it this past weekend. We changed the colors up. I changed the logo a little bit, and I added a new thing on the front saying like, what kind of beardsman are you? And the idea is to kind of let people know that, hey, we've got a lot of things on here. So what might be right for one person might not be necessarily what someone else is looking for. So if you're just starting out with a beard, you might be interested in just say a beard oil or a starter kit. And if you've had a beard for a long time and you're interested in maybe you want to get some butter, or you want to get some balm or beard wax, that kind of thing. So I try to break it down into different categories of shoppers. So I think it's kind of an interesting take. It's kind of like I've seen some websites say like, here, take the beardsman quiz or something like that. But instead of being a quiz, it's more of like, here are some suggestions based on the type of shopper you might be. You know, if you're just coming into it with a brand new beard, or if you've been rocking your beard for a while. So, oh yeah, let's see. Great, apple and caramel. So, Drew, what about this? Since we don't have caramel, but we've got butterscotch. Um, that may be a nice. Let me just jot it down, just in case. That may be a nice alternative to caramel, since we don't actually have caramel. But Barb made something a couple of. Oh, what was it? I know what it was. Do you guys remember when we made that Irish cream? She also made an Irish cream, a different scent Irish cream. After she saw that we made it, she's like, "Oh, I want to make some." So she came up with her own idea for an Irish cream. And as it turns out, that Irish cream that she made, I can't remember if it smelled like, I think it smelled like either our butterscotch that we have as a fragrance oil or caramel, but I'm pretty sure it was butterscotch. But you read my mind. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think butterscotch will be a nice fill-in for that. Bluegrass, I suggest Georgia on my mind and apple crisp, but I'm biased. Yeah, Barb loved both of them. The Georgia on my mind, she absolutely loved, and the apple crisp, she told me that she thinks there ought to be an actual bourbon, like she wanted to have, and she doesn't drink very much, but she's like, I wish there was an actual, just like a drink that tasted like that apple crisp, bourbon apple crisp, caramel apple booze bourbon. There now. Now we're talking about slightly different. So I'm gonna just modify. Well, I'm gonna keep Drew's candy apple up, and I'm gonna put caramel apple and bourbon, like candy apple after dark or something. Let's see. Can I recommend Savage, Uta Joy, or Irish Cream? Those are some nice suggestions. The Irish cream, that's just a pleasant surprise. I really like that. It doesn't smell like Bailey's, but it has its own unique creaminess to it. It just smells good. Yeah, Savage. There's a second recommendation for Savage too. So Savage is a nice one. Just piggyback off people. Hey man, fake it till you make it, right? Sounds awesome. I like it. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start assigning numbers to the scents so we can start thinking about which ones we're going to maybe actually make. All right. That's the hardest part, is like I mentioned before, like running out of time, so we limit it to just so many scents that we actually make per week. But the cool thing is we make it, and then it's going to be available within a week or two on the site as soon as I pretty much make the graphics and then put it up there. And then like the ones that from like this show, like this last week's that I talked about earlier, pear, amber, Cuban tobacco, clove, and then Redneck's Cuban tobacco, cedar leather, and fireplace embers. Those should be up on the site later today, or I should say later this week. But I'll try to do it tonight. If it's 9:15 now here, just about. Oh yeah, Chef's Reserve, cherry almond, rum, amber, and ginger. I'm gonna. Well, we already chose that one, so that one's already out there. So I'm not gonna obviously make that one again, but that will be added, I think. Mudrucker. We'll take a stab at that one if we get it. Sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm just putting numbers down. And then finally, I say finally, but let me just check to see if there's anybody else. What'd you say, Billy? Said 2 more cents of mine, I'll be considered a private label. Yeah, we'll be sending bottles. It'll be like manufactured for, and it'll have your Georgia address. Then we'll be under the microscope. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, the candy apple after hours sounds good actually. Yeah, it does. The more adult version, I like the name. All right, so let's do this. Let's yeah. No, that's all right. That's cool. I think we're good, so that's fine. I'm gonna pick a number, and then I'll read you the numbers too that I assigned to each of those. So, and I'm convinced that every single person has the same exact app because every time I see somebody with this with a counter, it's this exact same one. All right, so this is going to be, there's 13 that I got. So we're going to do 1 through 13. And so let me just kind of read off the numbers. So number 1 is mudruckers, oud, amber, pineapple, and vanilla. Number 2, strawberry, pineapple, and oud. Wait a minute, is that one though? Strawberry, pineapple, oud. No, that's one that we were already going to do. Never mind that. Sorry about that. I'm still going to assign it that number, and then if it gets picked, we'll pick another number. So number 3 is Beardius with orange, atlas cedarwood, and vanilla. Number 4 is Logan, strawberry, tobacco, sandalwood. Number 5, Redneck's rustic woods and bourbon. Number 6, Mudrucker, oud, strawberry, warm vanilla, cedar leather, and then it's going to be either lemon or lemon verbena. And then number 7, Bud Goggans, warm ginger, coconut, and lemon or lime. Number 8 is going to be pineapple, honey, and smoke, but I don't have honey though, so we'd have to use something else. Number 9 is Mudrucker's banana split, which is basically warm vanilla, banana, cherry, almond, strawberry, vanilla, pineapple, and butterscotch because we don't have caramel. And then number 10 is George's sherbet, which will be lime number 2 and strawberry. And Logan threw out the idea for strawberry. Number 11 is George's strawberry, vanilla, cocoa, or chocolate. Number 12 is Drew's candy apple, which is apple and butterscotch. And number 13 is Tiki's caramel and apple and bourbon, which we're going to use butterscotch instead of caramel. So those are the numbers I've assigned. And so 1 through 13, let's see, we're going to pick 2. We're going to do 2 of them this week. So the first one is number 3. So let me just make that bold. Okay, so that is Beardius with the orange, atlas, cedarwood, and vanilla. So that's going to be one we're going to work on. And then I'll just pick the other number now. Number 9. Okay, so number 9 is the banana split by Mudrucker. So we're going to work on that one too. So interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see how these come out. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to possibly work on 1 or 2 others if I have time for some other ones, because there's some intriguing ones in here. But those are the 2 that won fair and square. So those are going to be the ones that we're working on. Now, if you are interested in getting your own custom scent anyway, let me know, or go to, obviously you can go to the ferociousbeard.com, click on create your own, and create these scents, and we make them in oil, butter, balm, and wax. Well, no, not wax. That's not an option on the website, but we can. But just throwing it out there. You guys aren't, I'm not forcing you to do that, but you can. It's an option. So those 2 scents are going to be the ones we try. And let's see. Let me see. We'll go through some of these comments. I saw some. Yeah, Drew said, I like this concept, made pretty cool. Definitely one of the definitely be one the next one. Yes, every Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central Time. That's the plan. So we've been running it now for probably a month and a half now. I think this is like week 5 because we did the first one on Instagram and then we moved to Facebook. So I mean to YouTube. So yeah, for sure. Um, so yeah, we got 12 people in here, and I think we probably might ought to do a giveaway if you guys want to do that. I think that's only fair because I've held you here for an hour and 21 minutes. So we got 12 people in here. So I'm going to do like 1 through 6, and I'm going to pick a number. And then if you can go ahead and when you see go, then go ahead and start plugging in a number from 1 through 6. Well, I'm getting hypnotized by these numbers. Or maybe it was lack of sleep. I think that's what it is. All right, so everybody stop and let's take a look to see if you have picked the number. And how this works is basically I'm looking for the first person whose numbers 4 feeds into my StreamYard here. So the first person that I see, well, you look at that, Beardius Maximus, you are the winner. And so typically on this show, I'll give you Ferocious Funds, enough for you to get a custom beard oil. So you can use those funds to, get yourself a custom beard oil. Custom beard oil, like a create your own, those cost $30 plus plus $4.99 shipping. So you'll get enough Ferocious Funds to pay for that $30. So it's basically $30 worth of Ferocious Funds. You can always add a custom matching balm and butter if you want to, but that's on you if you want to do that. But we'll be happy to make you the oil. And Beardius, you've won yourself enough points to get yourself a create your own beard oil here at ferociousbeard.com. So congratulations. Nice job. Let me just write that down because I've been known to forget to write those names down. Then I have to go back to the video and watch for those flashy things that show that we're doing a giveaway. That's the reason I do those flashy things, is just not only to catch your attention, but so when I go back and watch the video after, I'll know what I'm looking for, something flashy. So, all right. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, there's some lucky folks in here. Oh, man. Beardius, you need to go to Vegas. I promise you it is not rigged. Unless, who made this app? Did Beardius make this app? I knew his answer was for his Beardius Pickett. Maybe you'll get lucky next time. Yeah, Charles, stop by our Friday night free-for-all if you really want to get lucky, because not only do we give several giveaways, but every time somebody makes a purchase at FEROCIOUSBeard.com during the show, we do a bonus giveaway. And it makes it more fun, and it's like, we don't expect our people watching the show to make purchases, but anyone who makes a purchase at all brings on an extra bonus giveaway. So definitely some opportunities there for giveaways on our Friday show. Let's see. Yeah, time to hop in the shower before the storm hits. Oh man, we'll be. I just say you just saw white hair in your beard and you're not 36 yet. Yeah, they sneak up on you, and then before you know it, they just multiply. Like, remember that movie Bebe's Kids back in the early 90s? They don't die, they multiply. Funny movie. But anyway, all right then. Well, it looks like I've got some work to do. I appreciate you guys swinging in here as always. Code 2020 will save you 20% the whole year at FEROCIOUSBeard.com. And then we also have that beard oil discount, buy one, get one free with code FIRST. So if you're interested in trying a couple of different beard oils, if you want one of them to be free, then go ahead and just use that code first, and you'll get one for free. Other than that, if you have any feedback about the website, let me know. Always working on trying to make things easier for you guys. Let me know what you think of the new colors, the new logo. Definitely interested in your feedback on that too. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for your time as always. Myself, Barb, we really appreciate your business. I know many of you have been loyal purchasers from Ferocious, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I know there's some great companies out there. Feel free to support them. Feel free to support us and them. But I do thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your business. Thanks, guys. This is why we do it. All right. That should... oh, wait a minute. One comment. Charles said he had gray in his beard when he was in his late 20s. I did not grow a beard until like 3.5 years ago or so, something like that, early 17. I wish I had grown it earlier, but yes, you're welcome, Logan. Thank you. I love this too. This is fun. This is really fun. This show, I really enjoy this show like a lot. So thank you guys. You're welcome, George. Thank you. And spread the word if you don't mind, and if you're interested in of course, more people here, that means possibly we might have to either boost the amount of giveaways, or we'll figure something out. But anyway, spread the word. Spread the word if you guys think someone else will enjoy this show. So thank you. Charles, awesome hanging out with you too, sir. Thank you very much. And yeah, we do have a really nice group of people here. So, but all right. We will see you guys next week. We'll see you Friday, I hope, and we'll definitely see you back here next week with the results. Take care, guys.